Hey guys, welcome to Anaheim, California. We're right outside the gates of Disneyland right now. Oh god, we better get inside the park, we'll be safe there. Oh shit. What if I told you there was a place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? A place where you can barter with intergalactic traders. A place where you can fly one of the most iconic starships in history. Welcome to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Okay, well, it's actually more something like this. Imagine a world where 3 shot glasses worth of blue milk costs $8. Imagine a world where, for at least $50 to $100, you can make a glorified cat toy. Imagine a world where you can interact with college kids that are getting paid starvation wages to live-action roleplay with you. Welcome to Star Wars land, you piece of garbage.
Oh, you good, bro?
Ouch! I think I just shit myself.
So let me tell the tale. A few years ago, Disney decided that it was going to create a new themed land in both Disney World and Disneyland, dubbed Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, we are going to be focusing on the Disneyland version in this video. However, it seems like the story between the two parks is pretty much the same, though. Now, initial concepts for the land were basically just make Star Wars land. They were going to have Star Wars vehicles and weapons and all characters, and every cast member was going to be a person in the Star Wars universe. And at the center of this, you'd have 2 whole new attractions. One of them a ride where you can pilot the Millennium Falcon, and the other that sees you captured and taken aboard a Star Destroyer. Disney was anticipating a landslide of people and money, so they began constructing an expansion to their parking structure, almost doubling its size. Plans were even drawn up for a massive Star Wars-themed hotel to be built in the downtown Disney district. This would take the place of the Rainforest Cafe, ESPN Zone, and the AMC Theater. So Disney closed all of those locations and plans proceeded relatively unhitched until some Anaheim politicians got involved and the Anaheim city government decided that Disney should pay more than 1% in taxes. Disney, distraught by the politicians' cries, completely halted production on that Star Wars-themed hotel. They didn't even tear down the old structures in downtown Disney, let alone begin construction on the hotel itself. To this day, the corpse of the Rainforest Cafe still stands, looking kind of depressing. A place that was once so full of life is now just empty. Kinda like the real rainforest. Oh, and this means no Star Wars hotel for you, at least not for a long time. All of those plans have been indefinitely postponed. Now, here's where things get really interesting to me, because Disney was so confident that Star Wars Land was just gonna break records and everyone was just gonna flock to Star Wars Land, that they began running scare campaigns about it.
So come on down to Carmen Land now, but don't plan on getting past the parking lot, because remember, so much to do at Carmen Land, but you can't come.
How are we gonna fit so many people in our theme park? We can't fit this many people. Get everyone. There's gonna be a lot of people the first few months. Maybe hold off a little. Then the official opening day for the general public comes around and it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you know it's crowded, but it's not the biblical swarm that Disney was predicting. And then after that, the numbers just kind of keep falling, and now they're just kind of plateauing. Now, there's many reasons why Galaxy's Edge is not as massive as Disney was expecting, and, well, basically, Everything was done wrong, and now we're going to list all of the things they did wrong. Reason number 1, no advertising. Now, the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, said that they really didn't advertise Galaxy's Edge a whole lot because they were counting on the hardcore Star Wars and Disney fans to spread the word around, and they just didn't end up doing that. I mean, it's not like Disney did anything to hurt the fans' goodwill, right? It's not like there was any concrete reason why Star Wars fans might not hype up your theme park for you, right? Oh yeah, the hardcore Star Wars fans have been so nice to Disney as of late. So chalk reason number 2 up to Star Wars fatigue. As soon as the numbers failed to meet expectations, Disney hit the marketing button hard, but why did they think Star Wars fans would hype this up so much to begin with? That's not the only reasons though. Number 3, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge launched with only one ride, the Millennium Falcon, and you have to wait at least 6 months for the Rise of the Resistance ride to come out. Ask yourself, how many people are going to pay thousands of dollars in ticket prices and lodging and food to jackass their way down to Anaheim for Star Wars Land when it's only half complete? And speaking of that one ride, number 4, the Millennium Falcon itself, Smuggler's Run, while an interesting concept, feels like the worst level in a video game. I thought they were going to do multiple scenarios like Star Tours, but it's just the same mission every time in Smuggler's Run, and that mission isn't very good at all. I like that you interact with it, but why the hell is it the engineer's job to look away from the action to push blinking buttons on a wall constantly? You end up spending most of the ride pushing buttons with your whole body turned to face the wall, having no idea what's going on. Reason number 5, the actual design of the land itself is also kind of bad. The land is nothing more than a collection of crappy shops, but you're paying for the enhanced ambience. These shops are very well themed, I guess, and everything looks cool, but that's where the enjoyment pretty much ends. They just made a Star Wars themed mall and expected people to show up. There's a bunch of ships scattered throughout the land, but you can't get close to them. They're just barely in picture-taking distance. There's X-Wings and speeders and TIE fighter ships and the damn Millennium Falcon itself. How cool! Oh, but you can't touch any of it. No touching. Nope. Every single speeder or fighter or fucking bike is fenced off, just out of reach. Instead of feeling like a land you can interact with, this feels like some sort of museum that's showing off Star Wars paraphernalia, and you can't touch anything. Even the droids are kept out of reach for the most part. Like, there's these little R2 units, you can't touch them either. They're behind this, like, wall. The main example that I can point to, though, is the giant recreation of the Millennium Falcon in front of the Millennium Falcon ride. You can't even touch it. Over $2,000 in travel costs and ticket prices, but you can't touch the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars Land. It's fenced off. In an ideal world, kids would be running all over a full recreation of the Millennium Falcon like it's a goddamn water park ride, pushing buttons, alarm bells going off, steam coming off it, Chewbacca is screaming. You can get inside the little turret thing from the movies, and the turret on top actually moves around. Oh, but no, it's just a stationary piece of dead wood. Disney architects are called Imagineers. How is a lifeless shell of the Millennium Falcon imaginative at all? I just want to slap someone. Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought any of this was a good idea? It's like the entire land is Disney just saying, we spent a lot of money on this stuff, please don't touch it. So you have all these reasons for Galaxy's Edge to not be meeting the projections. Meanwhile, I haven't even listed the biggest one yet. Number 6, the damn prices. Holy shit, 12 credits, as they call it, for scraps of food. Yeah, can I get a blue milk? Oh, okay, sir, that'll be 8 credits. Credits? If you're insane and decide to buy something from Star Wars Land, the people working there are going to say, yes, oh, that'll be 30 credits, that'll be... are they legally allowed to call it credits? I feel like there's something questionable about that. It's like they're embarrassed to ask me for $8 whole for a cum's worth of slop. Oh, yes, that will be 130 credits for one plastic lightsaber, please. Oh, yes, 100... credits for this glorified cat toy. 27 credits for some alcohol. At least I think that's what the prices are. I didn't get a good look at the cantina prices. Hold on, I'm eating a piece of candy. Hold on. Thanks for sticking around this long. I want to give a legitimate interaction a buddy of mine had at the park. You see, in front of the Rise of the Resistance ride that's not open yet, they have a couple teenagers standing there for, like, seemingly no reason at all other than to tell you that the ride isn't open yet. But a buddy of mine wanted to know when the ride opens. So he walks up to them and he's like, hey, sir, when does this ride actually open? And the ride guy standing there has the balls to say, oh, yes, sir, it opens in about 6 cycles, parsecs, if you will. Parsecs? When does it open? 6 parsecs. Dude, when does the ride open? And the guy's just like, It opens in like 6 months, dude. It opens in December. What is wrong with these people? All in all, though, the poor showing for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge gives me a tingle of hope for the future. You feel like Disney has just been pushing the limit of what they can get away with, and they finally reached a tipping point. Oh no, this massive corporation that has a monopoly over our entertainment industry has a screw-up. Oh no, this is clearly the end for Disney. Oh no!
And once again, Mickey is pissed off and throwing a fit. Vengeance is mine! You're all ants and I am your destroyer!
Ugh, this is so depressing. If you liked this video, like it, share it with your friends, leave a comment down below if you had an experience at Star Wars Land. I'll see you next time.